And we are live here at SPCA Tampa Bay, the For All Podcast. I'm Eric Keaton. Welcome to the Elsa edition. That's right. We had a wonderful program all lined up for you, but we have an uninvited guest to the Tampa Bay area. And that means we always kick off the program talking about our adoptable animals, but we're waiting for the 11 o'clock advisory to find out what's our schedule going to be like for tomorrow on Wednesday and for our pet hospital in St. Pete. So we have a special guest downstairs. It's our CEO, Martha Boden, to give us the update. What are we doing, Martha, to get ready for Elsa? What have we been doing to get ready as she enters the Tampa Bay area?
Well, I am down here in what we call our ambulance bay. Our transport vehicles come in when they're bringing in animals that are in another shelter that needs some help. Well, this time it's our shelter, and actually shelters all across Florida that are getting ready to try to make sure that they can be prepared for whatever Elsa throws our way. So if you look behind me, you can see we are getting any loose debris, any kind of loose supplies that are stored outside. We're getting those put away. We're cleaning up and taking care of all the animals and getting them fed and watered and settled in so that we can get them in the inside kennels and make sure the dogs are safe and the kitties are warm and dry, and everybody is just going to hunker down.
You know, Martha, and you bring up the word animals. I'm sure a lot of people out there are like, how many do you have? How many are you taking care of right now, whether it's dogs, cats, or pocket pets?
That's a great question, Eric. And actually, it's summertime in the animal sheltering world, so there are a lot of animals here. We have over 70 dogs. I think we have over 150 cats here now. We have over 70 pocket pets. So we're talking hamsters and guinea pigs and rabbits and a lot of baby wildlife right now. So I think there are over 80 baby possums and squirrels and bunnies here that are all, again, going to be hunkering down. We're doing everything we can to make sure that they can stay safe through this crazy week.
Yeah, and it is going to be a crazy week. It's going to be a crazy summer because we know Elsa is not going to be the last hurricane tropical storm that comes through. What can people do to get ready? Is it too late for this storm? But if it's not too late, then what do they need to do to get ready for the rest of the summer?
Well, I heard the governor talking this morning, and he said we should be prepared for maybe a couple of days without power. We should be prepared for limited access to roads and different sorts of challenges with limbs down. I think about what does your family need, your furry family and your human family need if you're going to be faced with some days without power and without refrigeration. So make sure you've got enough food, make sure you've got enough water. Hopefully you can stay in your home, but there are already a couple of shelters that are available, including one that is pet friendly. We do not encourage people to go to those pet friendly shelters because they're not very big and you're often separated from your pet. So if you can find a place to be safe that does not require you to go to one of those pet-friendly shelters, that's what we would suggest. That's where you need to go. They are available, and you can find out more information on the pinellascounty.org website about the shelters. But get your pet's medical records, get your pet's favorite toys. Think about all of those things that make your pet feel safe and comfortable. Make sure you have it available. And if you do somehow need, make sure you've got a safe place to go that your pet can come with you.
And quickly, Martha, touch on our team's history. I know that, they look like they've done a great job of moving the debris and extra things back there in that carport area. We have a lot of history. So our team is experienced with prior storms. So we're ready for this, right?
Although you can never really feel like you've practiced enough, I have to say. We were here through Irma, and we had staff that actually stayed on campus in a couple of our storm-safe buildings and made sure that not only were they and their safe, but that the animals here were safe. And we recovered and were ready for people who showed up the next day with buckets full of baby animals that had been orphaned by the storm. So we got through Irma. We helped out with Maria when we had hundreds and hundreds of families that were separated from their pets, and we got them reunited with their animals. We've helped with storms all across the state. So often a hurricane will hit a more localized area, and we can help the shelters in those areas by taking animals either before or after the storm. So we have done this quite a bit, and we're just so grateful that we have an incredible network in the state of Florida, even outside of Florida, that can help respond when something like this happens. It's all about teamwork.
Anything else to add, boss?
Just everybody stay safe. If you haven't got your plans in place, do it now. Get your cleaned up, get your pets safe, make sure they've got permanent identification on them, you've got your veterinary records, and that you do everything you can to keep yourself safe and dry.
Awesome. Thank you, Martha. That's our CEO of SPCA Tampa Bay, Martha Boden. And if you are wondering who's on camera, that's Camille. Camille on camera. She's going to come up here and we'll introduce one of our newest members to our team a little bit later in the podcast. Well, that was some great tips from Martha. She gave you a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on right now at SPCA Tampa Bay as we have about 400 animals in our care. Let's bring in Sharon Sharp, broadcasting from that undisclosed location, probably right now going, that's right, I'm in a lot better spot than you guys are. Now she's out of harm's way. It's going to be okay, folks. We're going to be fine with Elsa coming in. But obviously our website, if you're looking for information, it's a great source of information. Sharon does a wonderful job of taking care of us and getting out the blog and all the pet planning info. Sharon, how are you doing today? And what can you share with us on these pet planning and hurricane related tips?
I'm doing good, Eric. Yeah, I've been thinking about you guys a lot and watching the storm closely to try to help get the good information out. So let me bring up the website real quick. What I want to draw everyone's attention to on our blog right now is this Prepare for Tropical Storm Elsa. This is going to touch on a lot of the same things Martha was just discussing about getting those pet-specific things in place for your weather preparedness kit. So we've got some stay informed links here from the county that you can access really easily. We have a downloadable list of some of those supplies that Martha was discussing, the preparation for being out of power for several days, getting all the food that you need. We've also got links to assess your risk, so you can check whether you're in an evacuation zone or a flood zone, and then the reminder to make a plan, because even though this isn't a hurricane, we still see lots of flooding even from tropical storms, and sometimes you may have to leave unexpectedly. So it's always good to have an evacuation plan just in case, and we have some links here that can help you find some pet-friendly places to stay along your evacuation route.
And I know there are some folks right now are wondering, well, you got all those animals. We do have almost 20 animals in foster care as well. We will not know our hours if we're open tomorrow, either here or at the vet hospital. I do understand that some folks have already called in and they're rearranging their schedule for Wednesday at the pet hospital down in St. Pete. But where can they find that information if they happen to not be home, they didn't get the voicemail, we're trying to contact them, the email, the power's out, where can they go, possibly on their phone or something, to get the information on our hours after this 11 o'clock advisory?
Sure. So we also may be experiencing technical difficulties with power outages and stuff as well. So we're going to try as hard as we can to get the messaging out as many ways as possible. But on our homepage, we're going to try to have a big alert bar here with our hours if there are any changes. We've also got the locations section on our website where we try to keep our hours current and updated with any changes. And then, of course, social media. Social media is one of the fastest ways for us to get stuff out.
Awesome. All right, Sharon, that is great information. And we do want to cover a little bit about fireworks. I mean, the 4th of July did happen this past weekend. It's still relevant with the storms coming in. You got thunderstorms and the loud booms similar to fireworks. Want to show folks where that information is located on our website as well, or our blog.
Sure. So we had the fireworks blog up before 4th of July to help everybody prep, but we're going to leave it up for a little bit longer because, like Eric said, it's still good information for maybe next year if you're still trying to figure out how to manage your pet's stress, and for thunder and stuff tends to elicit that same stress response in lots of animals. So we've got some great tips here on our blog about managing noises and light, providing safe places, and making sure you have lots of delicious treats available. Medication if necessary. Sometimes you can speak to your vet to see if your pet is a candidate for stress relieving, calming medications and stuff. But lots of good tips on here. It'll be up on our homepage, and then you can always find it on our blog.
How was it then where you're located in North America? Did you have a lot of local fireworks, or how'd you spend the 4th?
We did, yeah. You know, we stayed at home because my daughter has some sensory issues with fireworks. So we stayed home, but there were lots of celebrations around. I think people were really excited to get back out and together again after so many festivities were canceled last year for the pandemic.
Yeah, around our lovely home, we did not have the normal extracurricular fireworks in addition to, you know, the ballparks down the street and everything in Dunedin and Clearwater, that we're having some local celebrations. It was quite
Mhm.
quiet. It was also quite quiet because we'll get to the story in a little bit. Thunderbus, the makers of Thundershirt, visited our shelter, and they had all these great calming products, which I took a couple, and I have to admit, I took a couple in my pocket, and I wanted to give them to my dog Roxy to see if they worked, and
Oh,
I can say she was probably a little bit the calming chews, and then also a little bit the lack of extracurricular fireworks from folks. But
but
we'll cover that.
those Thundershirt products, my dog swears by hers. I have at least 3 so that we have one in rotation at any given time.
Last thing, and we'll get to the Thunderbus story in just a second. Last thing is you have a preview, a big announcement. Save the date.
I do.
What is that?
So last year in the fall, November 14th, we had our Pot Forward Fund Drive. It was a fantastic event that so many animals were impacted by you, our donors' generous gifts, that we're doing it again. And we've got the save the date up. November 4th is going to be our official Pot Forward date for this year. So keep checking back as things develop, and we're excited to share some more information soon.
And we're very excited. If you look at that picture too, the young lady with her dog out on the beach.
It's a gorgeous.
Pardon me?
It's a gorgeous picture.
Yes, it is. Take a good look at that picture, folks, because pretty soon we are going to have a gigantic billboard out on Ulmerton and Starkey Road around that intersection. Big 14 by 48 feet, and it's going to feature that picture and all the information about our For All shelter and our website and where to find us. We hope it'll help wayfinding a little better for people visiting SPCA Tampa Bay. And that should go up at the end of the week, barring Elsa doesn't mess up the schedule.
That's not going to happen. It's going to be good.
Anything else you got for us, Sharon?
No, everybody stay dry, stay safe.
And we didn't have a BBC moment.
We did not. No.
Too bad. I mean, we have to add to the podcast. All right.
My daughter is bribed with treats and tablets in the other room while I do this broadcast. So.
Did a great job. Wonderful. Thank you as always.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. We'll see you online. All right. Let's get to our feature story. And besides talking about Elsa, we had the Thunderbus, makers of the Thundershirt, visit our shelter last week. And here's more on how they can help your pet's anxiety.
It's so great to have you guys here today with the Thunderbus. Tell us a little bit more about why you're here at the SPCA today.
Well, we are traveling across the country doing donations, raising awareness about pet anxiety, and hopefully helping a bunch of pets along the way. And y'all have a beautiful facility here. So we brought a few Thundershirts, we brought some other calming products too, some Thunder Wonders calming chews, and also some pheromone diffusers called Thunderies. And we hope that these can hopefully help with some of your dogs in terms of getting adopted or staying adopted. Well, especially around 4th of July with all of the loud noises, dogs are such sensory animals. So in terms of smell, in terms of hearing, so they can pick up on a lot of frequencies that we can't even pick up on. So anything like thunder, fireworks, that isn't just a scary noise for them. That's survival. That's them trying to get out of the rain, trying to get out of the storm for survival. So the Thundershirt just provides a little bit of calming, gentle pressure around the body, releases oxytocin, and it reminds them that they're in a safe space. So if they're cuddled up underneath you or they're cuddled up underneath a house, it kind of reminds them of that during a thunderstorm, that they're not out in the open where they might be struck by lightning or they might be flooded out, that they're nice and safe in a secure spot.
Could you tell us what is a Thundershirt and how does it work?
That's an excellent question. So a Thundershirt is pretty much a vest that you can wrap around your dog, and it kind of feels like swaddling an infant. That gentle, calming pressure just releases a lot of oxytocin into the dog's system, and it kind of reminds them that someone's there with them. So even if you're not in the house, it reminds them of cuddling up next to you and you giving them a nice little hug.
Do you make Thundershirts for other animals besides dogs?
We do. So we have feline Thundershirts as well. Of course, they're significantly smaller and slightly differently tailored for the different body shape. But yeah, we have dog Thundershirts, cat Thundershirts, and they're in all kinds of different sizes. Our very first day, we put on a Thundershirt on this tiny 2.5-pound dog, and just the tiniest little Thundershirt we could find. And he immediately calmed down, stopped shaking. So any size dog, any size cat, we should have you covered.
So if I wanted to order a Thundershirt, how would I know how to size my animal? What sizes are available?
So we have an excellent chart on the back of every box. It has a weight listing, so it goes all the way from extra, extra small all the way up to extra, extra large. So extra small is going to be 7 pounds and under, and extra large is going to be 110 pounds and over. So pretty much any size in between and on the extremes too. You can figure it out with that helpful chart on the back. So in addition to the Thundershirt, we also have a bunch of different calming solutions. The main ones that we have on board the Thunderbus are the Thundershirt, and then we also have Thunder Wonders. So these are calming chews. They're not treats, but we've been told that they taste really good. And they have chamomile, melatonin, ginger root. These are all things that you or I might take for anxiety. And these can help with separation anxiety. They can also help in conjunction with the Thundershirt for thunderstorms, travel, pretty much anything. And then here we have Thunder Ease, and this is the diffuser version. We also have a spray version that's really hard to find. And this is powered by Adaptal. That's kind of the generic name for it, or the clinical name for it. And this is a pheromone diffuser, so it mimics the natural pheromones of a nursing mother. And it's not scent-based, it doesn't smell like anything, so if you plug it in your house, you're not going to automatically smell pheromones, because we can't smell pheromones. But dogs have a varinasal gland where they can pick up on these pheromones, and it's kind of a sense of nostalgia for them. So in this instance, it reminds them of being a puppy again and being with their mother. So any of these products work on their own, but they can also work really well in conjunction. We've seen some great results with people using a Thundershirt in addition to the Thunder Ease spray, and giving their dog Thunder Wonders before a storm. At the end of the day, we really just want people to try something. Thunderworks has a lot of different products that we think work really well, but at the end of the day, 80% of dogs, 70 million dogs across the country, suffer from some kind of anxiety or fear. And we really just want people, whether it's trying a Thundershirt, Thunder Ease, Thunder Wonders, or something else entirely, we just want people to know that pet anxiety is a real thing and that there are simple, drug-free solutions that people can use to try to deal with it.
Awesome. This segment brought to you by Thunderbus. I want my voice to sound like his, Camille.
Right?
That's
He
right.
should be on the radio.
Definitely. That is Oren. And this is Camille. Camille, great job on your first interview at SPCA
Thank you
Tampa
so
Bay.
much.
Camille Harkenreiter. And she was Camille on cam with the CEO. That was fun. What'd you think about the reception down there? It's pretty good.
It
You
was
could hear-
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Awesome. So you've only been here a week, and we've already thrown you right in to the SPCA Tampa Bay For All podcast.
It's been a blast. I've loved every minute of it so far. So
And since this is the Elsa edition, we had to hire somebody that had the name Camille, like Hurricane Camille. Wait a minute, I got to make another joke. We're gonna have to get you. We're gonna have to get you a stool
I
or
need a little
something.
step
Yeah.
stool, yeah.
But because they all do it in television. I need it when I used to talk to the basketball players and everything. All right, super. I did try these for
you
my
did?
dog. Yes.
How'd it go?
Well, I didn't follow Oren's directions. I told my dog it was a treat, not something to help him. They ate him right up. Yeah, as I said earlier, I think it helped a lot, along with less fireworks. All right, so you're going to start down at just to let everybody know, down at the veterinary center and be down there and be able to tell their story. Was that your post on Monday on Meet the Staff?
It was, yes.
Very
Yep.
successful too.
Yeah, we are just trying to help our clients and any potential clients get to know the staff. And we'll do a feature every week, so a new staff member every week. And just getting to know some fun facts about them, getting to know their faces. And we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So like the Facebook page for SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center, we need to grow that and stay in contact with our clients there, because we know a lot of them come over to the regular SPCA Tampa Bay page and Instagram, TikTok, and all that, and the YouTube channel as well. So that's going to do it. It's a short podcast. We had all, like I said, had all this great stuff with our ambassadors and more stories and TikTok and all the fun stuff, but we're going to save that for another podcast 2 weeks down the road, and that will be even a little bit longer. Wish everybody good luck during Elsa. Stay safe. Go to our website for more information on spcatampabay.org. For Camille, for Ashley, who wasn't with us today, for Matt, Sharon, and our CEO Martha Boden, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next For All podcast.